As Brian with Turp Mechanic, one of the super common questions that I get every year, like throughout the year, spring, summer, fall, is can you just throw grass seed down and walk away? Isn't going to grow? And my answer to that question is yes, but it is way more complicated than just saying yes. It depends on what grass seed you're putting down, what time of year you're doing it, and whether you want that grass seed to stay alive. And also, if you're putting it down at the worst time of the year, then it's actually not going to grow at all. So I have done this before. I've demonstrated it a couple different times on this channel, as you're probably seeing overlaid on your screen right now. It's very easy to just put grass seed down and then let the grass grow up later. You have to do it at the right time of year. So in middle of winter, or the end of winter, or the beginning of winter, depending on where you live, if you put grass seed down, it gets covered up with snow, and then it's going to start growing in the very early part of spring. We call this dormant seeding. If you live way up north where you have tons of snowpack and ice covering your lawn all winter long, then you have to put the grass seed down at the early part of winter before your lawn is coated in snow and ice. If you live in a place that gets cold, dustings of snow, and then the snow melts off multiple times throughout the course of the winter, then you need to wait till later in the winter to put the grass seed down just before one of the last snow or ice accumulations that you expect over the course of the winter. A lot of times this is in February. No matter what, grass seed will sit there. It's just going to be perfectly fine. It'll saturate. It'll be cold. And then whenever there's a nice warm day at the end of winter or the beginning part of spring, and I shouldn't say a warm day, it's got to be a warm series of days, that seed will pop, germinate. You don't have to worry about watering it. You don't have to worry about covering it. You don't have to worry about anything, because this time of year, when things are cold, evaporative loss is so low that the seed moisture is going to be there day and night, 24/7, until it germinates. Now, if you do wait until proper spring, or certainly if you're doing it in summer or the early parts of fall, you can't just put it on the ground unless you're literally getting rain every day. Maybe if you've got 7 days straight of overcast skies and drizzle, then yes, you don't have to do anything. It's going to germinate all on its own. But the vast majority of people are not going to see that set of circumstances. So if it's May 1st and your days are 14 hours long and you're getting sunny skies for the majority of this seeding session, everything's going to dry out. You might water it once or twice. Maybe you'll get a random rain and the seed will saturate. But then as it dries out, then the seed is going to become less and less viable. And even if some of that seed germinates, if it's super dry outside and super sunny, maybe hot, the seedlings are going to die. You have to take care of those seedlings to get them to germinate and grow and to develop into mature plants. One of the absolute best times of the year to germinate grass seed effectively and efficiently with as little waste as possible is to do it towards the end of summer. The majority of people, however, want to do this in early spring. If you do want to learn about putting grass seed down the lazy way and getting it to grow and germinate, I do have a video up here in the corner where I demonstrate how I did it and the struggles that I had to overcome. It is harder to get the seed to germinate and mature than you realize. The better way is to do a lot more effort on the day of seeding, and I have a video right down here all about that. Please watch either one of those videos and contact me if you have any questions about your seeding project.